What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Power Rangers Time Force Episode 13, The Quantum Quest. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake.
Welcome, everybody, to the Fan Club. We are so happy to have you guys. It is your boy, Dan Brazen, in the building. This is going to be a good one. Last episode review, we saw Eric Myers pop up for the first time, and today he is going to fulfill his destiny as the Quantum Ranger in one of my favorite Power Ranger Time Force episodes. This one is freaking awesome. The man is not given the power. He takes the power, baby. Eric Myers is the truth. He's one of the best six Rangers of all time, and we just got to get into today's video. In Quantum Quest, the world is thrown into a whirlwind as an archaeological dig unearths a mysterious metallic box identified by Rancic as the Quantum Controller. Nadira's TV broadcast is interrupted by the discovery, prompting Rancic to dispatch Brickneck to seize the powerful artifact. The Silver Guardians, under Mr. Collins' command, attempt to secure the site, but are quickly overwhelmed, forcing the Time Force Rangers to intervene. During the chaos, Eric, a skilled but disgruntled member of the Silver Guardians, seizes the opportunity to get the Quantum Controller for himself. Meanwhile, Wes suffers a debilitating injury at the hands of Brickneck, sidelining him as Eric hides the controller and makes a bold but ultimately unsuccessful bid to Mr. Collins for leadership of the Silver Guardians. Back at the clock tower, Circuit reveals the history of the Quantosaurus and the Quantum Controller, explaining how they were separated through time. Learning that Brickneck is attempting to retrieve the Quantum Controller, the Rangers head out without Wes. The Rangers engage with Brickneck at a storage depot where Eric also appears, intent on claiming the controller. He battles Cyclobots for possession of the box, but the robots outnumber him. An injured Wes arrives to aid Eric, who takes a chance and inserts his hand into the controller. To everyone's surprise, a quantum morpher materializes, transforming Eric into the Quantum Ranger. Now empowered, Eric joins the fray outside, decimating the remaining Cyclobots and freezing Brickneck with his freeze strike. The episode concludes with a tense standoff between Wes and Eric, leaving the future of the Time Force team and the fate of the Quantum Ranger hanging in the balance. I loved this era. They just didn't take a Six Ranger and throw him in there and it's all happy go fun. They gave them conflicts, and I loved this one because it wasn't like Eric was a bad guy. He was more like an anti-hero. He was on his own, and he knew he was on his own, but he was fine with it. He looked out for himself, and he almost had this giant chip on his shoulder to anyone that he thought ever wronged him in his life. And he used that to get the power, to have like the energy and the confidence to really get what he wanted. I love this type of character, man. Eric is awesome. Yes, he is rough around the edges. He needs to be a better communicator, and it's not all rich people's fault, man. You can't blame all your problems on the rich and wealthy. Now, they contribute to problems, but in this situation, a lot of what Eric was living was kind of out of his control. You know what I'm saying? There were some rich kids at the school that were mean to him, but Wes was always nice to him. That's what I didn't really like about this whole situation, was they never showed Wes be an asshole to Eric. He was always trying to be nice, and Eric just brushed it off and hated him because he had money. And I didn't necessarily love that, because I have friends from all spectrums. I have friends that their parents are worth millions, and I have friends that still live on food stamps, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's their life, and everyone has times in their life when they're up and when they're down. There's nothing wrong with asking for some help. I don't want to act like I'm making fun of anybody or anything like that. But the bottom line is sometimes you're going to run into people that are better off than you. Doesn't make them the enemy. Sometimes you're going to run into people that are worse off than you. That doesn't make them bad people either, right? Like, you got to know both sides of the coin. I think that's the one problem I do have with Eric's character is he just hates everybody right now, and he just wants the power, and he's just trying to buddy Mr. Collins so he can get that power. But now that he's got the quantum power, he's going to be able to be the leader of the Silver Guardians. I believe that's probably going to happen in the next episode. But I love this one, man. It is a great episode. One of my favorites. I had this VHS back in the day. Who had this VHS tape growing up? What a good one. Before I forget, let's get into some notes from Ranger Wiki. The show Nadira is watching before the breaking news interruption at the beginning is the second episode of Masked Rider Escape from Edenoi Part 2. Continuity-wise, Dex appears as part of the crossover with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the 3-part episode A Friend in Need. However, after Masked Rider aired, Saban reformatted the show to sever links with his sister series due to the declining popularity of Power Rangers at the time. I did not know that. I knew that the show was in this episode, and I thought it was kind of weird. She was watching it because she was crying, and it was making the show out to be like a soap opera, if you will. But no, it's a Power Ranger style like show. I thought that was kind of funny. Here's our last note. Dr. Hammond was named after the character John Hammond in Jurassic Park, who, like Dr. Hammond, is also an archaeologist. Man, what a fun episode. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I have to shout out all of the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and the Gamer TV Silent Gameplay. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan-exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now. And you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger Power Up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K Power Up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.